What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Today is Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. Yesterday evening, I got back from working a couple days over at Plumbing and Air by Tom in Orlando, Florida. Even though I was 3 minutes late my first day of work, I didn't even get a verbal warning. He just said, "Thank you so much for coming." And I said, "My pleasure." Hey guys, in case you guys don't know, I recently partnered up with an existing plumbing contractor in the greater Orlando, Florida area, where we're adding HVAC services to our service offering and expanding the plumbing service division. You can check out my adventure with Plumbing and Air by Tom at Mikey Pipes Orlando on the YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, back in New York, it is cold. It is really, really cold. It's so cold, the snow does not even have a chance to melt. Woke up this morning, it was 14 degrees on my Honeywell 9000 thermostat. Cold, bro. It's cold. Anyway, I'm heading on my first service call of the day. It's a little after 10:30 in the morning. We're going to Merrick, New York. Merrick is in Nassau County on Long Island, on the South Shore. Customer has a Lochinvar NKC 199 that apparently is kaput. It has been diagnosed by another contractor, hopefully correctly, as needing a new control board. Apparently no one has any control boards except for me, Pipe Doctor Home Services. As a Lochinvar service provider, we stock almost all the parts for their equipment, ready to get their systems up and running in a prompt and efficient manner. So if you're in the New York, Long Island metropolitan area and you got a Lochinvar and you need factory service or maintenance or repair, you can call us at 516-348-6300. We're based in Woodmere, New York, which is part of the 5 towns in the southwestern corner of Nassau County on Long Island. Let's go to the service call. Good morning, sir.
How are you? Different. Don't worry about
Hi, doggies.
it. You're a golden doodle.
And you're a mini poodle.
No, he's supposed to be a burning doodle. So you got no burn. You're a good.
I understand you have a Lochinvar NKC 199 that is dead. All right, let's go see. How old is the install?
Just over 2 years.
The guy who was here with the installing contractor?
Installing contractor just does commercial work, from what I understand. He doesn't residential repairs.
Okay.
I called him. I called my builder, and I called him because he's a local guy, and he gave me a number of places, but they never returned the phone call. So I started going on Lochinvar's website and found you.
Yeah, we're a service provider for them. Any issue with me turning it on right now?
No.
Nothing's gonna not happen.
Nothing's gonna not happen.
What error is it giving? Flame loss?
Yep. Flame ignition, or whatever the hell they call it.
All right, let's see what happens. Immediately goes into that. There you go, let's try resetting it. You had ignition for a split second there. Post-purge. Pre-purge. They really diagnosed a control board failure, huh? When they were here, they had like tools measuring, like manometers and no? Nothing like that. Did they take anything apart?
Just took the 2 side pieces off. That's it. Beginning.
This?
Yes.
They didn't take the flame rod out or anything?
They They took the piece in
This.
with the hex screw in it.
Yes.
They did take
And they
that.
took that and make sure it was clean or clean to put it back in. It's still the same thing, huh?
Yeah, it's everything the tech told them to do.
Okay. Doing it again.
Yeah.
It comes on for a second. Now it's going to do the... All right, so fortunately, as a lock and bar service provider, we do have all of the parts in this box right here. So they're saying it's going to be the control board, and fortunately for this guy, I got one right there. That's worth its weight in gold. If you can't find it online, it's whatever price I want for it. I'm not going to be a pig about it, but I think this one is $300 online, my cost. So it's going to be there's going to be a comma in the number, that's for sure. All right, remove the front cover. There's a new control board. Pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Molex connectors and 3 screws on the top, 3 in the bottom. And this board comes off just like that, and no visible damage to it. No char marks, nothing burnt, nothing on the front either. And before handling this, touch metal, ground yourself out. No static electricity. But Lochinvar says this is bad, so let's put that right there for now and pop in the new one. All right, new control board is in. I just put a couple screws in just to hold it there because my money's on something else. All right, we're gonna have to clear out the lockout maybe, or maybe not. It's a new board. Let's see. Yeah. So let's go through this real fast. It is 10:13. Pre-purge. Still pre-purge. There's our spark. There's ignition. And it instantly went out. Let's try that again. Alright, next one, check for gas pressure. Use the flat screw, loosen that up, turn the gas off. Digital manometer, 0. Let's stick that on there. And let's see what our incoming pressure is. 7.55 inches of water column. That's good. Let's fire it back up and let's see what kind of pressure drop we have once it turns on for that split second. Alright, we cleared the flame lockout. Push the reset button. It's in pre-purge right now. We have ignition, no change, 7.5, 7.3. And it locked out again. Let's check after. All right, turn the gas back on, close that, open that one. Oh, wow, that's kind of funky. Let's try that again. Like instantly goes out. All right, disconnected wire from the gas valve. It gives it 24 volts. We're getting 28 volts for about 5 seconds, which is longer than it's actually running for. And it does not correspond to the gas output. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 seconds. Let's see what kind of spark we have. Hi, my name is Mike. Added a ground wire. Let's see if we get any difference. Nothing. We're not getting anything out of this thing. Absolutely nothing. We revert to page 87 for flame failure, corrective action. We went through all these steps, and second from the bottom is replace the main control board, which we did right away. Unit's less than 2 years old. We're not getting any gas out of the gas valve. All right, new gas valve is in. We have to loosen that up in order to pull us apart a little bit because that didn't have enough play on it. Pre-purge. Let's see what happens. Ignition. Let's wait for the second time around. Still post-purge. Pre-purge. Ignition. I haven't seen anything. What the? Pre-purge. Ignition. There's no ignition. It's not igniting. So, no, our intake and exhaust are clear. On the gas valve, let's talk about resistance.
You got to read resistance. And from the far left-hand side to the middle right beside it there, how many ohms do you have?
On the new one, 6.
Yeah, see, it's supposed to be 17. And what's from the middle to the far right?
The new one is open line as well.
From the far left-hand side to the one beside it is 17 ohms. From
Okay. Okay.
Third one over to the far right is 34 ohms.
Okay,
And
but
across from end to end should be about 51 ohms.
how about forget about where they're positioned and how they're positioned, how you're looking at it. What number terminal are we talking about? Because I have numbers on this terminal, on these pins.
It doesn't give me the numbers. I'll try again to pull it up that way. I just can tell you about how to test. That's all I can do.
Yeah, but it's also how it's looking, how you're looking at it. Is it upside down or is it
laying flat in front of you with the pins pushing up?
With the pins, pins up. So the pins are on the upside and our solenoid, our relay is on the bottom. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're telling me, so that would be pin number 4 to pin number 3 should read how many ohms?
From the far left
Yes.
to the middle is 17.
Okay, and I get nothing on that. Far left to the middle is nothing.
Okay, and from the third one over
Okay.
to the one to the far right, you should be getting 34.
Yeah, I get open line on both. So, yeah, looks like we have bad valves. Can you believe 4.5 hours on site? 4.5 hours on site with the Lock and Bar NKC 199 service kit, and we still didn't get up and running. Nope, we did not get them up and running. Apparently, both gas valves, my brand new one, which came directly from Lock and Bar, in the NKC 199 service kit that I spent a boatload of money for, and the customer's gas valve, and possibly even the control board on both, my kit and the one in the unit, are bad. No, I say bullshit. Someone's lying. Someone's really lying. 4.5 hours. The whole time to get someone on the phone was about 20 minutes the first time, 35 minutes the second time, and almost an hour the third time. Let me tell you something. A product is only as good as the service and support that's behind it. You can have the best thing since sliced bread, but unless you have great service, you got trash. And I'm not implying Lochinvar is trash at all. No, I'm not. But spending 4.5 hours on site, nothing made sense. The gas valve energized for slightly less than 6 seconds. I timed it multiple times. It was consistent. Right? We no longer had ignition. The local sales rep is telling me that you shouldn't be able to hear the tick, 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 tick. And I was like, well, you do. I was like, well, it means it's not ticking inside the combustion chamber. I was like, I always hear it ticking, you know, but you're saying it's not that audible. All right, whatever. So we do have a meeting set up for tomorrow with the local rep from Wallace Ennis, my company, and of course the homeowner. And in case you're asking, no, I didn't charge the customer 4.5 hours. We worked out a mutual price on labor. And he has my igniter in there, and, you know, he'll pay for that when we come back. It's frustrating. Very, very frustrating. It makes me just want to do plumbing and central air conditioning down in Florida and get the F out of this snow that's here. Look at this. And it's 23 degrees out. I'm in the J-Wagon. Not the G-Wagon, Mercedes G-Wagon, because I can't afford a G-Wagon. Well, I just can't get one at list price. But I want a G-Wagon. All right, guys. I'm going to go to Holy Schnitzel here on Central and get some food because I'm hungry. And don't you worry. Tomorrow, we're going back there. I got the service rep, the service manager for Wallace Ennis meeting us there tomorrow. And let's pray and let's keep our fingers crossed and knock on wood that tomorrow we will restore heat and domestic hot water to this company. I will update you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.